Hey everybody, here are our notes for Latin America. Remember, you are writing the things in red. So, what is the physical geography of Latin America like? So, we've got peninsulas, which is a piece of land surrounded on three sides by water. So, one notable example is like the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, which is what we're talking about right now. What is the climate like? So, climate, remember, is weather over time. So, it's like what does the trend type to be in springtime or summer or fall? It ranges from dry to humid. Most places are very warm. Mexico is located near the equator, and so temperatures and humidity is going to depend on how close they are to water. Natural resources in Mexico include oil, gold, copper, zinc, silver, and lead. And then we've got kind of our next chunk. So we've got Central America, which are those countries that are attached to like the tail of Mexico, and then the Caribbean islands. So those are the ones like in the Gulf of Mexico and just like southwest of Florida. Okay. We've got some isthmuses there, which is a narrow strip of land that connects two larger land areas. So it kind of looks like when you take taffy and stretch it out right before it breaks. And we've got some archipelagos there. So we know from doing our work last quarter in our glossary that an archipelago is a group of islands. Okay, so this is stuff like the Bahamas, which is a big chain of islands. What is the climate like? Generally warm and sunny. So they're near the equator, and temperatures don't really change that much from night to day. Okay, because they're in the ocean and the ocean retains heat and lets it out more slowly than land, there isn't that much difference between daytime temperatures and nighttime temperatures. Here they tend to mark seasons by rain. So there's more rain in the spring and summers and less in the fall and winter. So you have like a rainy season and a dry season. What are the resources that can be found in Central America and the Caribbean islands? Agriculture is one of their biggest things here. This is where a lot of our fruits are grown, and a lot of our coffee is grown. They don't have as many energy resources, so not as much in the way of trees or coal or oil. And so those are going to be things that they import or have to buy from other countries or other places. Caribbean South America. Okay, what is the geography like here? This region has varied geography, including mountains, highlands, plains, and rainforests. So they really have it all here. What is the climate like? Again, near the equator, so most of the countries have warm temperatures by year, and mostly your temperature is going to be decided by are you close to water or far away, and what's your elevation? How high above the ground are you? Resources here include good soil and moderate climate, so they can grow things all year round. There's also oil and coal here. Atlantic South America, so the part of South America that's touching the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, this is nearly 2/3 of the continent, most of which is Brazil. The world's largest river system, which is the Amazon River system, which means all the little tributaries and little rivers that flow into it. It goes from Brazil into the Andes Mountains in Peru, and it flows for more than 4,000 miles. Okay, the climate in this area really ranges from humid to tropical to deserts. They've really got it all. It's going to depend on what kind of trees or plants are where you are. The Amazon rainforest is the biggest natural resource here. It provides not only wood, rubber, and medicines, but also there's lots of animals in there and something called ecotourism. So lots of people coming to see that. Okay. One problem that they're experiencing here, though, is deforestation, which is the clearing of large amounts of trees. So not just like 4 or 5 trees, but like 400 or 500 trees at a time, miles and miles of trees. Okay. And lastly, the Pacific South America. There is a lot of variation in physical geography here because we've got the Andes Mountains, which are in Peru, and they really vary in elevation. So the higher up you get, the colder your temperatures might be. So it might be snowy and 20 up high, and then you come down out of the mountains and it's gloriously sunny and 90. Okay. The Andes Mountains do sit where two tectonic plates meet, which means that this region gets a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes, which can be a threat to safety. Again, the equator here and the biggest temperature difference is going to be elevation. Okay. The Andes Mountains do range from 3,000 to 20,000 feet above sea level. Resources here are oil, forests, so again, lumber, fishing, tin, gold, and copper. You are going to create for me a 3-sentence summary. Remember, do not tell me everything. Get me those big ideas. Okay, so just talk to me about some of the commonalities or things that you think are differences from place to place.